Hi guys, my name's Jonathan Thomas and I just got first place at the WA Regionals with OTK DarkLords. Before I get into the deck profile, there's a couple of things I want to cover. Firstly, in my opinion, this is the best deck of the format. The ceiling on this deck is incredibly high. It's probably the deck with the highest ceiling in the game right now, besides like maybe Mermails or the Mermails. It's probably the only deck with the highest ceiling, but this deck, in my opinion, is better than Mermails because you don't just scoop to things like Dweller or Pendulum, which is a really bad matchup in general. So unfortunately, guys, I was really tired, so I left the Yu-Gi-Oh event and went home, and I started my deck profile now. So unfortunately, I do live alone, so I have no one to record this for me. So I'm going to be doing this on my webcam through my laptop. So you won't see my face while I'm showing the cards, but I will explain everything. We'll go into great detail. And one more thing, I'm not going to explain what the cards do. The video will end up being 45 minutes long. You guys can read up on that yourself. It's not hard. But anyway, I'll get into it now. I played triple Ixkel. It's the best Darklord monster, so obviously you maxed out on it. I played triple Nasten, second best Darklord monster, so we also maxed out on this. It's also the only Darklord that summons itself without the use of the contact, so it is good, and also it pitches your traps and stuff. I played triple Superbia. I play this card because, as I said, I tend to kill my opponent in one turn, so rank 8s are super important because they do a ton of damage, like full armor Photon Dragon into Dark Matter clears 3 monsters and has 4k attack, so it's incredible. So, and it's also a trading target, so it makes your deck faster. And I played one Zerato because I do play Morningstar, so summoning this off Morningstar is pretty good and being able to clear the field. But and it also is just like Darklord name and then the lore target and the trading target. But the main reason I play this card is because you can go contact into Superbia into Zerato, or contact into Superbia into a Darklord into the Darklord effect to pay for the contact to summon Zerato. And it allows you to make rank 8s just off your contacts. And then for the other two, I play 2 more Darklord monsters. I play one Amdusk. Before I explain why I play this card, I want to make it very clear that this was my 40th card. So effectively it is the worst card in the deck, but that's not to say it's bad or anything, because every card in my deck is good. Or if it's not good, it's necessary to play. So, Amdusk is a 1 tribute Darklord. It's the only 1 tribute Darklord, so you can go banishment into this guy if you say your Terratop gets negated or something and just drop it over that. But the other reason I play this guy is because there's a cool play where this guy allows you to activate any trap from your deck. So all you need a Darklord and Fields, and you need a copy of banishment. So you activate banishment and you search Amdusk, and then your Darklord effect pays 1,000 to copy banishment, and then you add a trap to your hand. So we'll say enchantment, for example, because we're going to be doing damage. So then you have these two. Your hand is now these 2 cards, and you use Amdusk's effect to discard himself and enchantment to the graveyard to target himself and add himself back to hand. So now he's in your hand, he's in your graveyard, and then you simply just tribute the Darklord that you used for Amdusk, and then use his effects to use the trap. And then the last Darklord monster I played is one Darklord Morningstar. This card is incredibly powerful, but only when you go second. It sucks going first. But this card just creates crazy OTKs, and it's also an engine piece because it fills your graveyard with its milling effect, and also it can't be targeted versus BA where you can show another Darklord monster, so that means it can't get fog bladed as well, which is great. A lot of the OCG lists weren't playing this, and the reason why is because they're all playing Kristya and Vanity's theme, which means their deck is going to be going first, which means this card sucks. But as I said, I go second, so of course we play this card. I also play triple Gamma Seal. Like I said, we go second, so it is good to be able to clear problematic monsters such as a Beatrice or a Kieran or something, or a Buster Dragon, and it's also just a trading target. Now, a lot of people don't think this card's very good versus Buster Dragon because a lot of players just tag out in the standby phase, and it's true, in your average deck, this card isn't that great versus it because they have the option of doing that. You're better off playing something like System Down. But the thing is, ABC tagging out in the standby phase versus you is absolutely fine. It's actually really good for you because of Morningstar. So if they tag out in the standby phase, their field would be Tsukiyomi and three monsters, which is A, B, and C. So you just drop Morningstar and you summon 4 from your deck. So it's just 5 monsters instantly. It's incredibly powerful. And if they know you play this and they don't tag out in the standby phase, which is correct versus deck, you just drop a card on their head. Then I also played the Terratop Taxaborg engine. The reason I played this card is effectively the same reason that Extract Monarchs played it. It's an important utility card, and it also functions as tribute fodder. Because Terratop can out problematic monsters through the use of Core Barge. You know, as I said, outs the back rows and floodgates through Grand Pulse. Or you can go Break Sword to get your traps into the grave to pop a monster or a back row or something. And you can also go Totem Bird as a defensive card. Plus it also, as I said, it functions as tribute fodder for Morningstar, which is good, or any of your Darklords. And then I played 2 Max C. We go second, so we play this card. It's only really bad when drawn as your 6th card, because when you draw it as you're turboing through your deck, it's actually pretty good, because if you aren't able to kill them, you build up a big field, you're able to have Max C for their push, which means you probably win the game. I played Triple Banishment and Triple Contact. They're the 6 power spells of the deck, so obviously we max out them. And then as my draw engine, I played Triple Allure, Triple Trade-In, Double Desires, and 1 Upstart. My reasoning for playing 2 Desires is because we have 9 draw cards here, plus the 3 Xtel, which is 12, plus the 3 Banishment, which can function as an Xtel, so effectively we play 15 draw cards. So you're very likely to see multiple Desires, and this card, in this deck especially, is once per duel, because you go through your deck so fast that you're never going to be able to activate the second one. And also this card can be very problematic sometimes, because there's a lot of power cards that we play 1 copy of, such as Morningstar and Enchantment, and banishing those can be really problematic. But the thing is, Desires is too powerful not to play. So that's why it's there, and that's the reason I play 2. And then I played the 1 Soul Charge because it's one of the best cards in the game. This card is just very, very unfair. And then I played 3 trap cards, played Double Rebellion and 1 Enchantment. I only wanted to play 3 because it's all I really wanted to make room for, because as I said, we're going second, so these purple cards generally suck. It's also why I don't play Dimension Barrier or Emptiness, because we go second. But these cards are actually effective in breaking boards. But the thing is, you don't really need multiple copies because they're all searchable. So I played 1 Enchantment and 2 Rebellion because this card is incredibly powerful at killing your opponent, but the thing is, outside of killing your opponent, it's pretty bad. But this card's just real amazing in general, so we play a 2-1 ratio. Because, as I said, Rebellion's better in most situations, whereas Enchantment's only better in niche situations. For my extra deck, I play these cards as all like my Terratop targets. I play 1 Grand Pulse, 1 Break Swords. I've actually never made this, but it seems good in theory, because you can dump your traps. And also clear a monster on their field. 1 Totem Bird, because it makes Terratop become a defensive card. 1 Giga Brilliant and 1 Core Barge, because it's an out to like cards like Beatrice and Dante. Plus it just becomes Gaia as well, because I do play that. So it is a big 2/6 monster that also clears a guy, which is incredibly powerful to just a Terratop. I played 1 Big Eye, never came up. I played 1 Cypher Dragon, 1 Full Armor Photon Dragon, and 1 Dark Matter Dragon. Now, as I said, I go second. I try to kill my opponent. So these cards do incredible amounts of damage because, you know, Full Armor Photon Dragon pops a card. This clears 2 monsters. So this effectively is a rank 8 that clears 3 monsters. So I made this guy like nearly every game. I played 1 Allsay because top decking cards and changing your opponent's draw is incredibly powerful, and that's why Wing Blast is so good. I play 1 Heliopolis, it never came up. I mean, it seemed good in theory because you could have a bunch of Darklords in your hand, you just clear the field and kill them, but as I said, it never came up. Dark Matter was just better 90% of the time, so probably cut this moving forward. I played one Lancelot. This card's actually really good. This is the card you usually use to kill ABC fields. So you got like Morningstar on a bunch of guys, and then you overlay for a Lancelot, you attack them directly, and Lancelot's effect activates, and he pops their C, and then Lancelot negates their C, so they get to summon the guy from hand, and then you just kill the rest of their monsters. And I played one Hope Harbinger, so I do run one defensive rank 8. And then I played one down and one Gaia. Gaia was there for the not just for the core barge, but also for enchantment, which is the same reason I run Downed, because you can steal like a Dante or you can steal like a Beatrice and you just chuck it over the top of it. Now, a lot of the OCG lists that were playing Terratop played Dante, but I didn't play it because, in my opinion, if you go Terratop into Dante and you're just hoping to mill Darklord cards, the chance of you actually doing that is so minimal that it's just a game-losing play, so it's usually incorrect like 99% of the time. So yeah, that's it for the extra deck. And now for the side deck, it's not too important because you should be making your own side deck based on your meta, but I will go over it to give you guys some ideas. I play triple Denko Seeker. This deck doesn't use its normal summon, so obviously we play this card for, you know, stuff like your Magic Spectres, and it's even good versus Metal Foes. I played triple Vanity's Fiend for the situations when I have to go first. If your opponent is smart, they see you maining all these Kaijus and stuff, or you win a die roll and you choose second, they will make you go first game too. So it's important to have Vanity's Fiend because, as I said, this card is incredibly powerful, but only when going first. So that's why we sided it, rather than maining it. Then I played triple System Down. This card is just insanely strong versus ABC. I played triple Twin Twister. I don't main it, so we have to side it. And then lastly, I played double Typhoon and one Ghost Ogre. Don't do this. This is really bad. I played double Typhoon, one Ghost Ogre because I was playing 3 copies of this, and last minute I changed to Typhoon. I couldn't find the 3rd copy, so this should be a 3rd Typhoon. But my logic for running Typhoon over Ghost Ogre is they effectively accomplish the same thing, except Typhoon also functions as an out-to-anti-spell. This card's actually really good versus like the Metal Foes list that Billy Break popularized, because a lot of the time they go Eccentric to pop their combination and you just Typhoon their Eccentric and it's almost game ending there. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the deck profile. My last thoughts on the deck is, as I said, it's incredibly powerful. You guys should buy up the cards now. They're super cheap for some reason. So, but I do see them getting more expensive because once people try out a build like this, I truly believe that people will see how high the ceiling is and see how powerful the deck can be. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.